Hello, Geraldine. Good evening.
Hi, Jam. Good
How are
evening.
you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing
Awesome.
well.
So yes, the essence of this call is for us to just run through a quick transformation of what we believe our career development coaching program has been for you. So I'd like that you share your journey with us. So I'll ask you a couple of questions, and I'd like a very honest feedback, as we run along this. So yes, can we meet you, your name and your current role?
My name is Geraldine Ugwu, and I'm a quality assurance automation engineer.
Okay, brilliant. A girl in STEM, eh?
Yeah.
Impressive. So at what point did you decide you wanted to get a coach, and why?
Okay, so basically, at that time, I was trying to leave my current job, and I applied to so many organizations. I even had a lot of interviews.
Okay.
Sometimes, or most times, I got to the final stage, but I don't get the offer. So I was like, okay, what exactly is the problem? So I was thinking to myself, maybe I don't answer some questions correctly, but if I got to the final stage, that means I answered them correctly. Or maybe what they are offering is below budget, or just maybe, but it was so much that I couldn't find a solution to that. So I stumbled on a friend of mine. We had a conversation, and she was saying that sometimes you might be perfect, but you might just need some little corrections. So maybe you get someone who can mentor you or coach you. So I started looking out for a coach. I found it difficult though, because I wanted someone that I would feel connected to, someone who understands me. So that was how I started looking out for a coach.
Interesting. I'd like to meet this your friend. We need to thank her for pointing in that direction. But like you said, you were searching for the right coach, a coach you were going to be in sync with, who could, who you could relate with. So why did you decide that you wanted to work with Jam? This is Jam, by the way. So yeah.
Well, I think somehow God answers prayers, knowing that I needed a coach at that point, and Jam came in. So basically, I met Jam during an interview process. I saved Jam's number that evening, and then I was able to follow her through her LinkedIn, her WhatsApp, her IG pages.
Wow.
And then I got to find out that she was a career coach. I think I followed her for like 3 months before, silently, I think so.
Okay.
If I finally made that decision to choose Jam as my coach. So I think that was how I chose Jam.
Wow.
So I think I want her to be sure that she's that person, and I think she's that person.
That was okay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your honesty. And I know that you're at a point in the coaching that you're rounding up all the key assignments, and the coaching is gradually winding down. And so my next question is, so since you started this career development coaching program with me, what 3 key things have you learned so far that have really stood out for you? What are the 3 key things that have stood out for you during this coaching?
So for me, first and foremost, I've gotten my desired job, which is priority. At least I got that into the 3rd month of my coaching.
Wow.
Yeah, 3rd month, I think so, yeah. So she prepped me from some interview sessions. Even there was one of the interview sessions I did well. I know within myself I did, but I didn't get that. And I did the 2nd one and I got it. So I know I was ready. Another thing I know I got was I learned how to tell my career story, to show the world what I can do, like show them my magic, and always show up when necessary. So Jam always that you show up.
Please don't make me cry. I need tissue. I have a box of tissue here. So if it gets too emotional, be sure that I could get a few tears. But yes, I'm happy to hear. Very happy to hear.
Lastly, I now know how to answer questions, interview questions, answer questions to my bosses. When I'm presented with top people, I know how to answer those questions correctly while smiling and maintaining confidence and beauty.
Wow. This coaching works. This, as in, even me hearing you, I am encouraged, that the effort we put in is showing and it works. Nothing beats you being confident about what you know. Nothing beats you being confident about telling your career story. I am impressed by what you have said. I am really, really impressed. So well done. Okay, so I have a final question before we round up, and it's that, so like, you had said that you were at a point in your career, you knew that something wasn't just, gelling, and someone recommended to you that why not get a coach or a mentor, someone to just guide you. So my final question is, for someone struggling with growth in his or her career, what advice would you give such a person who isn't really sold out on the idea of getting a career coach? Some people just think, oh, this coaching, they're just making noise, is overrated. What do you have to say to that kind of person?
Well, for me, first of all, I'm going to preach to you that after the first or second year of your career, you need a mentor, a coach, basically a coach. Because sometimes mentors, they seem to be like he's one of them, but a coach he cares more. The coach cares more about you.
The mentor cares, please.
I know, but I want to emphasize on the coach,
Okay.
Yeah, just like the way you have footballers and their coaches, that's how deep it is with a career coach too. So I think getting a coach is a lifetime investment because you have access to that person. You might pay a token at the point, but it's worth it. So that's my advice to anybody.
Wow. For everyone who is listening to us, you've heard from Geraldine. She's a girl in STEM, one of my coaching clients I'm super proud of. Please allow me to pop my collar. My dress doesn't have a collar, but allow me to flick my hair. She has said that I'm really humbled to hear what you have shared about how the coaching has impacted you. Very humble to hear. And I think for me as well, it's a reassurance that the things that I talk about, the things that I teach people, the things that I show people, they actually work. So I don't take for granted that, but it works now. No, because we are sharing these stories, I am reminded by that the formulas we use, the exercises, the assignments, the conversations, all these things actually work. And it's fun, you've moved in your career coaching. It just looks like we're just chatting, actually. When we get on our calls, it feels like you and I are just catching up. But I'm happy that in those conversations, you are like you rightly said, you're more confident to engage, your key stakeholders in conversations, and those things help you create the right impression with those stakeholders. And when it's important for decisions to be made, for promotion to be done, for your name to be mentioned where it matters, those conversations they've had with you will be the key things they will hold on to say, oh, Geraldine can do this. Oh, Geraldine said this. Oh, Geraldine can be good for that. So I am very humbled, very happy to hear. And I know that this is not the end, because there are many more milestones ahead, many more amazing things to do. So I'll just say congratulations on your new role.
Thank you so much.
I wish you a very happy run, a good run. And like I always say, to your career success. I hope that in your career journey, you continue to record successes. You go from glory to glory to glory, higher roles, bigger roles, do bigger things, like there's no limits, there's no stopping us, So thank you so much for sharing. And like I said before, the idea of doing this is so that many more people get to see that, like you said, it will cost you a token, but it is worth it in the end to get a coach, someone who is steady in your corner, who is rooting for you, who is hyping you. And I say to people, when you sign up for my coaching, you get a coach, you get a friend, you get a cheerleader, you get a hype woman. Hey,
full of vibes,
you get all the positive vibes. You get. So thank you so much, Geraldine, for sharing with us. I really appreciate your feedback and your time. And for everyone who is watching, my name is Jumoke Aleoke-Malachi, the brain behind Workplace with Jam. And yes, I run a career development coaching program where I help career professionals move their careers from good to great. Thank you. Bye.